They say podcasts are going to replace books. I don't know about that, but I do think TRS clips will assist your learning process. One thing I've understood about the word Shiva and not the god Shiva is that Shiva is referenced to as the dimension beyond human understanding.
Absolutely.
I wish to ask you what that even means, because it's beyond my understanding. Like, what are the dimensions out there? There's 3 dimensions: X, Y, Z, the 4th dimension of time. And that's where my mind stops, because science hasn't understood even time yet. Time is just a convenience in mathematical equations.
Right.
And I've asked some incredibly intelligent astrophysicists, shout out to Abhijit Chavda, but I've asked some incredibly intelligent astrophysicists, and even they have failed to truly understand what time means.
No, they don't. Nobody knows what time is.
Maybe let's begin there. So let's begin talking about time, and then you can dial it up and take us on the 5th and 6th
No,
dimensions.
let me start with this thing about dimensions.
Okay. Wherever you wish, sir.
And Shivam. The word Shiva, Shivam. You know that Shiva is a very abstract concept. It's not the Shankara that we put in a picture of somebody sitting in Siddhasana and with his eyes closed. But even in that picture, it is the symbol of a yogi. Therefore, a yogi only can understand the fulfillment of the word Shivam. Now, in the diagram of Shiva, you always see a third eye. What does that mean? That means to understand the concept which is beyond the ordinary dimensions, one needs to have a special faculty. And that faculty is symbolically called the third eye. There is nothing here. It's symbolical, which means that with our present set of sense organs, which are our instruments of perception, you cannot discover anything which is beyond the third dimension. So, therefore, only when these come into play, when your other sensory perceptions open up, which are beyond the ordinary, then only you can even begin to have an idea of what the next dimension is all about. And Shivam is the ultimate essence of all dimensions put together. This is the word Shivam. Shivam in Sanskrit means bliss, it means auspiciousness, it means the supreme. All 3 words put together. So, therefore, Shiva is sometimes depicted also as Ardhanarishwara, half male and half female. What does it mean? It means that Shakti, the energy, and Shivam, the ultimate tranquil state, are not 2 different things, but 2 sides of the same coin. When everything is quiet, as the state of Shiva exists, there is no creation, there is no movement. It's only when there is a movement that the whole thing happens. That movement is Shakti. Right? So, what I'm trying to say to your question is that unless and until we awaken the other instruments of perception in our system, we can only theorize about that which is beyond the 3 dimensions. We cannot even understand. You told me about the ant thing. A very good example. Let me give you another example. There is a plastic transparent box in which is divided vertically. Top is open, divided vertically with another transparent wall. This side there are small wafer thin red beings, let's say. This side small wafer thin green beings. They know only 2 dimensions, which is this way or this way. They are so thin, they don't even know that there is any thickness. Okay. Now they have seen that the other side looks more beautiful and more green than this side. They would very much like to go there, but they cannot because they don't know how to go. There is a wall in the middle. The concept that they can go like this doesn't arise in their minds. They are only in that dimension. But they see that some have reached there. How did they reach there? We would also like to go. So they attempt to move and press and press. Some of them realize that this is not going to work. So they sit down quietly in one corner. That's when somebody picks them up and puts them this side. When they're moving, you cannot even pick them up. I don't know. So what I'm trying to say is one way of reaching out to that dimension which you cannot go because you are not accustomed to anything beyond 3 dimensions, is to sit quiet and still.
Meditate more.
Still. When the stillness happens, then you're lifted from some dimension, ordinary, and put to something else. Because this is not linear. Like the truth is there or something is there, the other dimension is there, and I'm here and I want to reach that. It doesn't work that way because it is here, there, and everywhere. So how do I experience? By not reaching out anywhere. But everything is quiet.
Stay where you are and work your perception to be
Yes.
at a higher place.
Yes. This will take us slowly to the understanding, at least, to begin with in the mind, about something which is beyond the 3 dimensions.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the entire episode and also check out this playlist that we've curated just for you.